Welcome to our online information session. My name is Heather Liston, and I'm the Program Director for our Certificate Program in Finance, as well as the Program Director for our other finance-related certificates and programs. Today I'm going to talk about the Finance Certificate and how it can benefit you, whether you're thinking of changing careers to enter the finance field, you want to understand financial concepts and techniques to better perform your current work, or you want to broaden your knowledge of investment management or capital markets for any reason. We'll begin by talking about the need for professionals who understand finance and how our classes and our certificate will help prepare you for a career in this exciting field or help you advance to the next level in your current position. You'll also learn the nuts and bolts of our finance certificate, the courses you'll take, how to receive your certificate, and of course, how to get started. If you have any questions during this presentation, please go ahead and send them in. We'll do our best to answer your questions as we go through the presentation, and then we'll also answer as many as we can at the end. Let's get started. There are many job opportunities in this field, including corporate finance, financial planning, budget analysis, portfolio management, investment banking, insurance, and real estate. Opportunities to work in finance fall broadly into two different categories: financial services and corporate finance. Financial services typically involves professionals offering advice and products to individuals, businesses, and government. This might be someone who works in commercial banking, financial planning, money management, insurance, or real estate. Corporate finance means any type of business or governmental organization, which might be for-profit or not-for-profit, and it includes small, large, public, and private firms. Someone working in this category might be in financial analysis, cash management, credit analysis, capital budgeting, or risk management. These jobs are in demand. The Bureau of Labor Statistics projects that there will be a 10% growth in employment in financial operations, which roughly translates to 250,000 new jobs by 2026. The Bureau cites globalization, a growing economy, and a complex tax and regulatory environment as factors that continue to lead to strong demand for qualified professionals. For example, in recent years, many large companies have accumulated excess cash on their balance sheets, particularly those working in a global economy. As globalization continues, this trend is likely to persist, leading to demand for financial managers at these companies. Financial analysts will be needed to evaluate investment opportunities when new businesses are established or when existing businesses expand. In addition, emerging markets throughout the world are providing new investment opportunities, which require expertise in the geographic regions where those markets are located. We also see growing demand in the banking sector. In response to the financial crisis and financial regulatory reform, banking institutions are placing a greater emphasis on stability and managing risk. Well-paying jobs for risk managers continue to grow. Demand is also projected to increase as the growth of big data and technological improvements allow financial analysts to access a wider range of data and conduct higher quality analysis. This analysis will help businesses manage their finances, identify investment trends, and deliver new products or services to clients. In addition, the increased use of market research to understand customers and product demands, as well as evaluating marketing strategies, will lead to a growing demand for market research analysts. As with other managerial occupations, job seekers face competition from other skilled applicants. Candidates with expertise in finance, particularly those with a master's degree or certification, should enjoy the best job prospects. So, with this high demand, what will make your resume stand out? If you have a bachelor's degree, which is recommended but not required, combined with our finance certificate, you'll have the knowledge and skills and the credibility to be successful and marketable. After taking our courses, you'll be prepared to work in various positions, such as budget analyst, financial analyst, management analyst, market research analyst, financial manager, and many more. As you can see, our certificate draws a lot of different types of students, which creates a very interesting and collaborative classroom. We have students who are already working in the finance sector as professional investment advisors, securities brokers, financial analysts, and accountants. These people are looking to deepen their knowledge and stay on top of latest trends and technologies to advance in their careers. We also see students who want to deepen their understanding of investment management and capital markets. And we have students who are changing careers into a finance-related position. Some are coming from the high-tech world or healthcare, or they're already holding a different position in the business sector and want to move into a finance position or better understand the ins and outs of finance to do their current work better. If you're interested in changing careers into finance and you don't have prior coursework in this subject area, I strongly recommend that you have a solid academic foundation in the basic areas of finance before starting the certificate. We have 2 courses, Introduction to Financial Accounting and Basic Corporate Finance, that you can take to boost your foundational knowledge. You can find more information about those 2 courses and when they're running on our certificate webpage. Students also come to us to fulfill prerequisites for an MBA program. With so many different types of students, you'll find that you can do a lot of networking in the classroom and learn from each other. So, how can UC Berkeley Extension help you achieve your career goals and become more competitive in this growing field? UC Berkeley Extension is the continuing education division of our flagship campus, UC Berkeley. Since 1891, we've been assisting students in reaching their professional goals and accomplishments. We offer more than 65 professional certificates and specialized programs and more than 2,000 classroom and online courses, with 45,000 enrollments each year. We pride ourselves on academic excellence. All of our courses and instructors, including in this certificate, are approved by the appropriate campus department. In particular, this certificate program is fully supported by the UC Berkeley Haas School of Business. Our certificates require academic advisory boards, which comprise campus faculty and industry leaders. They review the curriculum to ensure that it's up to date and in touch with emerging trends and hot topics. Our instructors, most of whom work in the field, also bring their real-world experience to the classroom. So, when you enroll in a UC Berkeley Extension course, you are guaranteed a real-world, professional, Berkeley quality education. Now, let's focus on the certificate itself. With the certificate program in finance, you'll learn how to successfully use key financial information to make sound business decisions. You'll learn how to apply the theories behind financial and risk management to construct an investment portfolio. You'll learn how to estimate cost of capital and assess investment risk. You'll also learn how to create and deploy financial instruments to personal and institutional investors. The curriculum combines lectures, readings, discussions, and group activities to help you master the concepts and apply them to projects relevant to your work, either work you're currently doing or the work you will be doing in a finance position. This could be a project you're currently working on or a project that will impress a future boss. Let's take a look at the courses you will take to complete the certificate. To complete the entire certificate, you'll take 4 required courses and also 8 semester units of electives, which will be about 4 more courses. In total, you'll receive 15 semester units of classwork and 225 hours of hands-on practical instruction. Now you might be wondering, how much time will I be devoting to my studies? As a general guideline, for every hour spent in the classroom, you should expect to spend about 2 hours outside of class time studying. For example, if you're in a class that meets once a week for 3 hours, count on spending up to 6 hours outside of class time, reading, preparing assignments, and working on projects. In total, that would be about 9 hours for both class and studying time. Most students complete the certificate in 2 years, but you have up to 5 years to complete all of the courses once you've registered for the certificate. Here's the list of the 4 required courses. We recommend that you start with the Fundamentals of Financial Risk Management class. In this course, you'll develop an understanding of hedging and its structure and process by focusing on current theory, best practices, and financial products that can be used for risk mitigation. You'll take the next batch of courses in the order that works best for you. Corporate Financial Analysis and Modeling is a hands-on computer course in which you'll develop your spreadsheet knowledge for financial statement analysis and forecasting, stock and bond valuation, capital structure estimation, and capital budgeting. In Intermediate Corporate Finance, you'll dive deeper into advanced capital budgeting topics, financing decisions, management of working capital, and multinational finance. The last required course is International Finance, where you'll take both corporate and international banking viewpoints and explore financial constraints on international business and the differences between domestic and international environments. Electives give you the opportunity to customize your learning by taking those courses that are most relevant to you and your career goals. Here's the list of electives that we offer. To complete the certificate, you will need to complete 8 semester units, which will most likely mean 4 courses. You'll learn best practices, techniques, and strategies from our instructors who bring years of real-world experience to the classroom. Again, they are also approved by UC Berkeley's Haas School of Business. Our instructors are skilled experts, deeply vested in your success. They are passionate about sharing their knowledge with you and helping you achieve your professional and career goals. They bring to the classroom concepts that illuminate the topics and also real-world examples from their business and consultancy experience. Under your instructor's guidance, you'll work through examples and gain first-hand knowledge through case studies and interactive projects. Here are 2 select profiles of our roster of outstanding instructors. Peter Liu is an Extension Honored Instructor and Vice President of Advanced Analytics and Modeling for Wells Fargo's Traded Financial Products. Previously, he was Director of Financial and Risk Analytics at Wells Fargo Wealth and Investment Management Group and Corporate Treasury and FPA Group. Prior to joining Wells Fargo, Peter held management positions with Union Bank and Ernst & Young. Another stellar instructor is Patricia Muscatelli, who is also an Extension Honored Instructor. She has extensive experience in financial planning for large organizations, and she's worked on several large mergers. Patricia has served as a consultant to businesses in the areas of cash management and strategic and financial planning. Most recently, she was Vice President and Finance Officer for the corporate and commercial banking groups at Wells Fargo Bank. We offer courses both in the classroom and online. If you take a classroom-based course, you may be learning in our downtown Berkeley Center, which is just a couple of blocks away from the main campus. Or you can take a class at our San Francisco campus in the South of Market area, just a short walk from the Embarcadero BART station. Both locations are easy to get to using public transportation, so you don't have to leave work early to get to class. If you want to take a course online, you have 2 options. Fixed-date courses have a set start and end date, in the same way as a classroom course. Fixed-date courses usually run about 3 months. We also offer ongoing continuous enrollment courses. These allow you to enroll at any time to begin your course. You progress through the course at your own pace, and you have 6 months to complete your coursework. Your learning materials are always accessible in the online environment. Group discussions, forum posts, and instructor questions provide rich opportunities to interact with your classmates. You'll get instructional videos, online discussions, and collaboration from students all around the world. Your learning materials will be accessible 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Your instructor will provide feedback and grading as you progress through the class and will be available via email and phone to guide you through the course. Earning the certificate is a 3-step process. First, you register for the certificate. We recommend you do this before starting your second course. It's fine to try one course first without making a commitment. That way you can see if you like it and then decide whether to continue. Check out the requirements on our website. Number 2, then you complete all the required courses with a grade of C or better within the 5-year time period. For your convenience, you pay as you go. You don't pay for the entire certificate at once. Pay for your courses one at a time. Prices of the courses vary, but in total, the cost of this certificate is approximately $6,500. 3. Finally, once you've completed all of your courses, you'll receive your certificate. Many of you might be wondering, what do your graduates go on to do? We're always very proud of our students' success. Many of our instructors share stories of former students who've landed wonderful positions or who've advanced in their careers. Here are a couple of our recent graduates and their current positions. Joseph Gosselar completed the certificate with distinction in 2015. When he started the certificate, he was working at Pacific Gas and Electric as an analyst for risk and compliance. Since completing the certificate, Joseph moved up to a senior analyst position, and he's now an expert analyst of enterprise compliance. Another successful graduate is Carol McKinnon, who also completed the certificate in 2014 with distinction. She's applied lessons learned in the certificate to her current position as Regional Finance Manager of the Pacific Sierra and Hawaii regions of McDonald's USA. There she analyzes, monitors, and reports on regional and franchise profitability. She creates and manages the annual general and administrative plans for those regions, and she analyzes the impact of business decisions on long-term and short-term profitability. You can read more about our graduates on our Voices blog on our website. So how do you get started? If you're new to Extension, you'll need to create a free student account through our website. You'll use this account to enroll and pay for your courses, find out about your grades, and track your progress through the program. Then, you enroll in your first course, Fundamentals of Financial Risk Management. I suggest visiting the course page and finding a section that fits your schedule. Again, if you do not have prior work experience or coursework in finance, I strongly recommend that you have a solid academic foundation in the basic areas of finance. We have 2 courses, Introduction to Financial Accounting and Basic Corporate Finance, that you can take to boost your foundational knowledge. You can find more information about those 2 courses and when they're running on our certificate webpage. I also suggest that you fill out our newsletter sign-up form. That way you'll receive monthly emails about upcoming courses and new blog posts. Thank you for submitting your questions, many of which we've been able to answer during the presentation. Here are a few more that have come in. Can I transfer credit from another college or university? The answer is yes, but you will need to complete the approval process for the course. We will need a copy of your official transcript and a detailed syllabus of the work you wish to have recognized. We will look to see if the content is comparable and represents a similar number of instructional hours. Contact us for more information. I'll display our contact information on the final slide of this presentation. Here's another question that's come in. Are UC Berkeley Extension units transferable elsewhere? Generally speaking, the institution you want to transfer into must make that determination itself. Check with that institution's Department of the Registrar. We have time for a few more. Here's one. Can I take the courses in any order? Yes and no. We strongly recommend that you take the Fundamentals of Risk Management as your first course, and then you take the other courses, including your electives, whenever you want, after you've completed that Fundamentals course. When do I find out about and enroll in future courses? The answer is we publish courses approximately 6 months before they're offered. You can see them on the certificate's webpage. Again, I recommend that you sign up for our monthly newsletter, which will let you know in advance about courses coming up. Well, that's all the time we have now to take your questions. But in case you have any additional questions that I was not able to answer, here's my contact information. I would love to hear from you and discuss how this certificate or individual courses can help you become a qualified and knowledgeable finance professional or add financial management skills to your current qualifications. Thank you again for taking the time to learn about our certificate and our course offerings in finance. I look forward to seeing you in one of our classrooms or online.